Okay, let's go. We're watching some bullet between National Master TwelveTeen and International Master opperwezen. 12-teen's already taken a 4-love lead. 12-teen, just to introduce again, is a National Master from Canada. He was a National Master from a very young age. opperwezen was also a prodigy from Holland. So he's just lost. 12-teen just lost his queen with check. So opperwezen's certainly going to try and fight back this one. I'll just let people know that I'm streaming this. Um, okay, so let's go. So that went by too quickly. I think that final position, knight check, he had probably a pawn coming in on was it G7 or B7? But yeah, it all happened far too quickly. So I'm going to try and give you some commentary because it's not happening yet. It's going too quickly. Okay, it's going to have to try and castle to just get out of the way of anything here. Okay, so the knight hangs, but does he have time to pick it up? Otherwise, white will pick up this knight. Okay, white doesn't even pick up the knight. And this game's unusual because 12-teen is actually downtime in this particular game. So it suggests there's some pressure. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing on C. I think there's. Yeah, just trying to assess this position. It's kind of difficult. Obviously, the problem is f3. Yes, bishop takes. This seems fine, but okay. The problem is he's winning the queen with check. Pawn here, and obviously if king takes, knight will come out. That's the problem. So he has to now block up, but where to put a rook to block? Yeah, he doesn't want to put a rook at all because otherwise he'll take the rook now. Well, bishop covers f1, so oh, it's not quite a mate. What does he do? And he resigns. He's run out of attack. The problem is knight at f3 and queen takes bishop mate. Queen takes bishop and queen takes. So opperwezen's attack runs out and he goes 6-love down. So opperwezen seems to be a little short on confidence today. So he needs to turn it round. And it is certainly late at night for him, but I mean, no excuses. 12-teen is obviously a wonderful player. And yeah, these two are both top 4 players of the game. 12-teen was the challenger in last year's Crazyhouse World Championship. opperwezen is the challenger in this year's Crazyhouse World Championship. We'll be playing Jan Lee for the title on Saturday at 1800 GMT. So do check that out. If you want to read more about it, more information is on the blog. If you just see the latest post in the blog, but also on the blog you can get lots of information about how to get better at Crazyhouse. But there's also information about what's happening with the Crazyhouse World Championship and how to join next year and all this sort of thing. Okay, so you're going to. So what's the threat? Black has a rook now, so 12-teen's got to be a little bit careful. He could just take that pawn. Yeah, unfortunately, this rook can just go Pac-Man and eat everything, can't it? But opperwezen going for a creative king run. And now the rook hits. He takes the queen, so if he's not mated, then. And I can't see it. Is there a mate? No, can't see anything. So white resigns. So 12-teen finally loses one. 6 games to 1 to 12-teen. Okay, now game on. We have a London system. The bishop coming out to f4 outside the pawn chain notice. Exchanging materials. He develops the queen, connects the rooks quickly. So quick development from white. In the meantime, what do we have from black? He's got to deal with the problem of knight takes g7 threat. Okay, this bishop was defending both f2 but also c3 with the key. Okay, the knight's under attack. You could just leave it and replace with a pawn, but he decides to sack. He sacks the piece for only this pawn here, which is potentially questionable. He does have knight here, knight takes bishop if 12-teen wants it. But the queen is doing good defensive duty. So instead he goes for a pawn. This is, yeah, indeed better. Takes, but now this knight is pinned. Can he take advantage of the pin somehow? And knight takes pawn is a threat, because if queen takes knight, queen takes rook would follow. And it does come, queen takes rook. So he has to block it up. Now white has a lot of pieces actually here. I mean, but how to, maybe a rook, for example, can just gang up with the queen. Okay, but he was a little bit worried with knight at h3, pawn at g2, mate. So white had to defend against that mate. Okay, he's just trying to keep the king on the back rank. That's an interesting move here, knight at c5. It's stopping the king from running up. Well, the king can still run up here, to be fair. Okay, that's an interesting move. If the king runs here, rook here, knight here will be smothered. So he takes it, and the idea is to win the queen with this check. Okay, he didn't want to take the rook back, because otherwise queen takes the queen with check, and then queen at g2 would be a potential mate. He'd have to block on g2, but then queen takes g2 was mate. Okay, the pawn at d7 was a threat, or bishop at d7 was a threat. So yeah, 12-teen loses another one. Very nice. So that knight at c5 idea wasn't just stopping the king from running up, it was threatening a drop on d7. Very nice play from opperwezen, who's fighting back in this little series, this mini-series. They played yesterday, and you can watch it on my Twitch, and I'll post it later on YouTube. And in that match, 12-teen was beaten 22-20 by opperwezen. So I'll just give you the link to the YouTube, although that video is not yet on YouTube, but it will be tonight. But some other good Crazyhouse content is on that YouTube. About 5 or 6 days worth of Crazyhouse content. Okay, the weak back rank for 12-teen, opperwezen really getting into it now. And can 12-teen do anything? It's difficult. He might just put up a rook. No, he doesn't. He does something very creative. He sacks his rook for a bishop, so swaps his rook for a bishop. But now his rook's under attack, and we're going to get a return to this sort of position. So I'm not sure he's made progress. And indeed he resigns. So 3 wins in a row from opperwezen, who fights back to 6-3. This will certainly make him feel a lot better. Okay, so this is good stuff. I said, anyone watching, you want to tune in Saturday at 1800 GMT, because this is all going rather quickly. It's some bullet, it's training, as it were. The real stuff will be happening at 1800 GMT on Saturday, when there will be a 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship final. This is some fun training for both players. Oh, nice. So he's threatening mate here and here. King could just castle out of it, but then there's going to be pawn at h3 drop and so on. Okay. So is he going to go for an attack? Okay, does opperwezen have a mate here? He's got pawn here. If the king goes here, rook there was checkmate, so the king had to come up. Okay, this is very nice, getting a knight. Now he's got 2 knights. Is that enough to mate? We could drop a rook here, but okay, brings the bishop into the action. Very good. And but are we going to see a rook drop or a knight drop? Knight drop, it just comes up. So where's the... Okay, knight takes pawn, interesting. Rook. Oh, but is he losing? Has he got some mate here or not? And he obviously couldn't see a mate, so he's going to have to defend. But is the king in a precarious position? Okay, that's a nice check. He can't take, it's pinned. Takes. Yeah, gotta go. 5 seconds against 9 seconds. Still staying safe, which is good. Okay, queen at d1 is a mate threat. Have to always watch out for that. And then he checks. Okay, so it's 0 seconds against 3 seconds. Check. And 12-teen flags. So it's 4 games in a row for opperwezen. That was some real good contest. Opperwezen quite close to mating, but didn't quite have it. Maybe there was some mate, but it was quite hard to find. Okay, so this square is a little bit weak, but the queen defends. We see exchange of knights. And Bishop is a check, so you had to defend. Ooh, this is creative stuff. He didn't choose to take this, he just went straight for this. Rook here and taking the queen like. So he's going for rook takes. Going for that rook. But this is not. This is a fake queen, so I don't understand why not queen takes rook. But he can win a real queen here. But is it too risky? That's the question. He wins a real queen, there is always this. But then rook takes rook, queen takes. So if he takes the queen, but the queen is not a real queen though. So, okay, so is there anything? Knight here. Okay, he brings another queen into the attack. So all those squares are really, the knight is now defended. So he just needs, he needs a check. And okay, he's got that check. He could just block. Yeah, and this bishop's doing a good job of blocking any pawn checks. So really nice defense from TwelveTeen. Can't see, does opperwezen have anything? Unfortunately, a knight is going to get him. And that's, I thought it would get him. So really, resilient defense from opperwezen, and TwelveTeen's down to 10 seconds. He has to find this mate. Okay, bishop f3 is coming. Is the rook going to mate? He blocks with a knight, and g2 is covered. Bishop doesn't have a rook to cover the back rank. He could win a rook, but then does he get into trouble himself? Okay, so he doesn't. He goes for this. He wins a pawn, promotes it. Okay, he's into 3 seconds, but can he find any mate? And yeah, TwelveTeen is going for a runner with his king and opperwezen flag. So really a game which could have gone the other way, but TwelveTeen stops the rot and takes a 7-4 lead. Okay, sack on f2, which this is okay. So he goes for the check first and then takes it. Maybe it was a pre-move, maybe not. Both players playing incredibly quickly at the moment. The first pause TwelveTeen considers: do I take the rook? Can I afford to lose this? Because another pawn will be landing on f7. Okay, so he's running with the king. Another pawn will be landing on f7 though. I think that's going to be curtains, because you have to step up to guard the queening square. But if you step up, you then get the knight could still take. Okay, so he even gives up the queen. That's how seriously he took that threat. And black has no black has no blockers. So yeah, this is nasty stuff. He's winning the queen. He just wins the queen. Simple. And queen here, king back. He just needs one more check somewhere. Why? Okay, he's just picking up all the material. So rook here is the mate threat, but he just gives himself room. Oh, this is a little bit scary. What? He's just, oh my goodness. Well, that turned things around, didn't it? That was quite a turnaround from TwelveTeen to win that one. He was on the ropes the whole game. Can't rule him out with his counterattacks. Okay, we're going to see a sack for a piece for 2 pawns. It's a perfectly decent sack in Crazyhouse, but we don't see it. Okay, so it's opperwezen blowing up TwelveTeen's king, intent on losing his rook on the white king side, and now g3 is exactly as a weakness. The knight can't take, so the rook has to take. Now that he's got a rook in hand, the rook is dangerous because, like pawn here, rook here, that sort of pattern is mating. Okay, or he's picking up a queen, and this is almost resignable. Takes a queen, so queen at h2 is a mate threat. There's also knight at g3, knight takes f1 ideas. Oops, okay, I didn't see that. Didn't see that the queen was actually hanging. But that was fine. So white's basically almost got no pieces at all on the board, but loads of pieces in hand. So black just needs to keep checking, and yeah, that's mate. With pawn here and rook at h2 to finish. Okay, so the knight, is it going to move? Oh, something's gone wrong. I need to. This has gone far too quickly. It's going to refresh. Sorry, just play through that game. It just went a little bit too quickly for my browser. Oh, so bishop takes g7 happened. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, wins the queen. Queen's on the back rank. Scary stuff. Oh, what a nice mate. Yeah, bishop takes g2 was impossible because of the queen on e2 was mate. So he had to move his king, and then the knight and queen combined nicely to give a nice mate. Okay, so we got a London system here. 12-team playing the London system as white. So yeah, very nice. He gets the first attack in on h6. So he's going to take and drop on g5, I expect. Okay, he pushes f4 first. Takes. Now, how is black going to cover? Just going to step back, exactly. Okay, and he's desperate to put a pawn on g7 to cover everything up, but his queen is under attack, so he can't do it just yet. And yeah, bishop might be landing e4 at some point. Okay, the queen out here can be hit with tempo, and indeed it is. So the queen's going to be pushed back. Queen decides to take a very defensive posture. And I think white can build a pawn chain into the black's camp. Okay, so he chooses to do it this way with a pawn on h7 knight, another pawn on h7, and the pawn here will be mating. So he's pushing this pawn, this is, okay, it's not quite checkmate, but it's, because the king could still come here, but really weird position. Oh, and also this pawn is not protected. Very strange position. Certainly 12-team's thinking about it. But no time to think. 14 seconds. Okay, knight takes pawn. It's possible, but doesn't want to. Okay, so the king has found the kind of new home. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? So he's lost a queen. But how to finish this off? He's trying to clear some squares. So all the squares are covered. So 12-team trying to mate, but all the squares are covered. Oh, there must be a mate here. Knight here, queen in the corner. The other knight comes in. You should go for it. And opperwezen flags. But maybe it wasn't mate, but it looked very mate-ish. Okay, so 12-team with the rook lift, very active rook. Oops. Whoops. Okay, so both sides blunder. Either both sides are blundering or my connection is funny. So just to play through the games, those moves again. We're seeing new opening theory being created, right? Oops. Mutual blunders. Yeah. Okay. The black king is surprisingly safe, so what does white do about it? Okay, so what was the aim of that? Trying to... Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. opperwezen sacrificing his queen for a pawn just to get in on black's position. Quite an interesting idea. Bishop takes pawn. If pawn takes bishop, there's a bishop landing on f6, forking king and queen. So it's a rather precarious position. What do you do? So he defends with a knight. And it's quite a cunning idea. The idea is you don't want to give him too many diagonal pieces. And it's just defend like crazy for 12-team. He's short on time. Okay, why can't the king just take that? Because then knight on f7 picks up the queen. Okay, pawn at e7 is a threat. Hard to stop for 12-team. And the other threat is time. I mean, have you got anything back? Anything on the other side of the board? Knight block. Is everything safe? Goes for a queen block. Wins the queen. Okay, so if just anything is time, he has to play it quick. 12-team is lost in this game, and he flags. So 10 games to 6 to 12-teen. 12-teen narrowing the gap. Okay, h6 attack. Interesting. Opperwezen creating a hole on g7. White would love to put a pawn on that on that hole, but a knight will do for now. It's a knight just is kind of holding that square until some later point, just occupying it, and in the meantime creating a problem because obviously it does hit squares in black's position. Okay, attack, counter attack, defend, or keep on attacking. Okay, 12-teen keeps on attacking. So they've gone Pac-Man on each other's position. That knight finally comes out, and the question is there a mate now with pawn here and knight here? Well, the bishop covers this, so not likely. Maybe a pawn drop here, yes, might do it. So he's probably trying to calculate, does he have a mate? The problem is king can run d7, c8, so that's indeed what happens. And the question is, what now? And does black have a mate? Okay, pawn at d7, but the queen could just take it. And again, does black have a mate is the issue. So 12-teen burning a lot of time trying to calculate. Okay, you can't take that knight because queen at g2 is mate, so he has to run. Rook here is a very nice move. If you take it, queen at g1 is checkmate. And if you don't take it, you're running up. And then queen... Yeah, I didn't see the exact mating sequence when you run up, but there's another one. Okay, 12-teen with a really quick attack sorry, opperwezen with a really quick attack on 12-teen. So black's position's just completely crumbled. Here. No squares on the king side at all, and the king is extremely badly exposed. So I don't see anyone winning this apart from opperwezen, but we're going to see. He does have a queen in hand. So how did that happen again? Opperwezen sacks his queen for a knight and also initiative. That's a check. Okay, so queen back in hand and hitting on the knight, which he takes. Okay, queen takes rook is a threat, and knight at d6 is a threat, followed by queen takes f7 checkmate. So black can't just go Pac-Man. Okay, so he blocks the mate threat, but there's also just a queening threat. And 12-teen resigns, so that's a 3-game streak from opperwezen, taking the match score in this little friendly bullet series to 10 games to 8 to 12-teen. And remember, 12-teen started with a 6-game winning streak, so it's been a good comeback from opperwezen to fight back. And again, opperwezen just blowing open this kingside. I think 12-teen is going to very quickly want to run with the king somewhere safer. Yeah, this little. Oh, he doesn't. I thought this little castle here for the king would be a nice home. Knight takes. Okay. He's going to have to defend bishop here, for example. Okay, he's choosing to defend with knights. Very awkward, that bishop. Suddenly has, yeah, just has to take the rook, nothing else it can do. Probably wants to run back with the king, but he's not doing that because of this. Okay, the problem is this is coming. If he runs back, what else can he do? He has to take it. Okay, the rook's under attack. Okay, so this is quite nasty. Uncomfortable position for 12-teen to play. Oh, this is coming as well. Probably, if he runs back, this is coming. So 12-teen resigns, and that's a 4-game winning streak from opperwezen. Turning it on, growing in confidence. Okay, nice. He could have taken it en passant in that one. But okay. Okay, so 12-teen trying to get some initiative in this one. Yeah, the knight blocked. White's protection of his own piece. 12-team won't opperwezen won't be happy with letting that one go. Takes. Yeah. So good initiative from 12-team. Yeah, at f3, yeah, indeed. It's the beginning of this nice attack, and it blocked the connection. Okay, suddenly this bishop's coming to life. Can't go to f1 because pawn at g2, so he's now going on a dark square attack. Bishop at d4 is the threat. It's a nasty one, and if you don't do it, then bishop at if you move the queen, bishop at f2 is also a problem. Bishop f2 comes, and he's won the queen, and this is all over. Checkmate. 5-game winning streak. No, sorry, that was 12-team. So I just got it all mixed up. So 12-team, 11-9, and that might be the end. It is 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. in Holland. I'm guessing that opperwezen had to call it a day. But yeah, really tight series. It could easily have gone 10-10, but 12-team takes it 11-9. Which is interesting because yesterday opperwezen took the series 22-20, so 12-team getting him back today. But another tight series, nice streak, 6 games in a row to begin with. Opperwezen fighting back with 2 streaks of 4 games in a row within the series. I think 20 games is quite it's all over in half an hour. It's quite a nice length for a bullet match. Obviously, bullet matches have a different flavour to 3+2. And I think 3+2 is obviously easier to commentate on and probably better for the spectators. But it's been nice to see these two speed demons as well as Crazyhouse masters come to blows over the board. With and opperwezen playing, as you can see in these games, in bullet you have to play in a much more aggressive style. We've seen this in this series. And 12-team, well, he's always plays in a very aggressive style, just blowing up the board. So yeah, if you want to see more of 12-team, check out the videos from 2017 especially. The final between 12-team and Jan Lee, something worth watching. Videos by Nicholas Theiss and by Krosky. You can also just check out the games in the candidates from this year that 12-team played against the other candidates in 2018. To see all that, do check out the YouTube. And I'll just paste the link, and there you can see playlists to my channel, to videos in my channel, but also to videos on Jan Lee's channel, where in fact he has a few videos even which he did dual commentary with Yasser Seirawan. So definitely check those out. And also there were other people who did commentary as well. There's one video at least by Fumitox on that playlist, and another video he made which unfortunately was lost. Then there are videos by other players as well, by Kryptone, by Krosky, who came back and did some commentary this year as well. So check out the playlist Crazyhouse World Championship 2018 to see all the videos from this year's Crazyhouse World Championship. And I'm going to post this also on my YouTube later tonight. So yeah, but thanks for watching everyone, and bye. And I'll just leave you with links also to the blog. I mean, I should just end the stream with just the announcement, just a reminder that this Saturday at 1800 GMT is day 3 of the Crazyhouse World Championship between opperwezen and Jan Lee. The score so far, opperwezen lost day 1 9-11, but by the end of day 2, which he won 12-8, he is now 21-19 ahead with 20 games to play. And the winner is the first to 30 games. Or if it's tied, they keep on playing 2 games until one wins. So that's something to look forward to. If you want to watch it, you can watch it on the Jan Lee Crazyhouse Twitch channel. although he won't be giving commentary. If you want commentary, check out my channel or check out Flourish Z House. And yeah, on this blog you can see lots of just sort of a preview of the final. This is sort of predictions and stats from Flourish. Okay, Flourish Z House. I will be giving commentary. What more to say? Yeah, check out the YouTube. That's the link to the blog, hs.blogspot.com. Check out the YouTube. Do subscribe. There's a really cool video here about Crazyhouse openings and weaknesses in the opening, which I recommend. Do also subscribe to Jan Lee Crazyhouse. Definitely one to subscribe to. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. It's been a good series. 12teen is still here, but it's very late in Holland and opperwezen had to stop. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.